There once was a dragon dwelled in a cave, and no hero could slay it, no matter how brave. A nearby village could see its flame. Many fell to the serpent, seeking their fame. This village would host an annual feast, to always remember their fear of the beast. It was held on the day when its first flame they saw, and no one forgot how they all stared in awe. Every year on this day, a warrior they'd choose. He'd fall to the dragon, then dirges they'd muse. One year they chose one, naught but a lad, for no matter his youth, great training he'd had. He turned out much different from all the rest. Of all deceased thanes, he was the best. So after his fill, at the feast he set out, to go to the cave and enter its mouth. The journey took him no more than an hour. He ran fast and climbed swiftly, for he had the power. His mother had given him his late father's medallion, that mystically made him strong as a stallion. Once inside the cave he did look, but found only dead end, and no more than a book. Has the dragon sealed itself in, he wondered, or perhaps the entrance a cave-in has plundered? After a moment he opened the book, for he thought the cave was worth a second look. On the epic scroll there was only one word. He knew to enter the cave his voice must be heard. Eureka! The word from the book he read loud, and then the stone wall its magic had plowed. Enter the cave our hero did dare, to slay the beast and return to his daily affair. The cave 'twas dark and dimly lit, for torches revealed a small fire pit. He stared intently at the ring of stone, for he'd imagined to see more a fiery throne. He had a small feeling the torches were there for a little bit more than the red light they bear. He placed a torch in the small stone ring, and light revealed to him all kinds of bling. He saw gold and silver of all size and shape, and a purple robe, a kingly cape. If he brought back these treasures of old, surely his people would think him bold. He could take the treasure and leave the cave. There was no need to prove he was brave. But his greed was felt from deeper down in the cavern. He was in for much more than a fight at the tavern. Out of the shadows came a monstrous head. Our hero feared soon he would be dead. When the dragon started to exhale its fire, our hero knew his predicament was dire. He had more magic than just his metal, for a maiden had given him a flower petal. It was said to protect him from the dragon's flame, so that he may return to collect his fame. And a sword he was given from the village smith, that had magic he could slay the dragon with. For dragon scales are much harder than stone, and no blade could break them on its own. He charged the dragon, sword in hand. With the help of three magics, one blow he did land. To wound the dragon was an epic feat, but a vital organ he had yet to meet. The dragon reared back, and a great sound he roared. All o'er the cave its fires had soared. Our hero standing, the petal had saved him, but with the flames now the petal did swim. He had only one chance to kill the dragon now. He needed to plant his sword fast somehow. Then he noticed the dragon's fatal mistake, and a plan in his mind began to awake. The dragon had lowered its fearsome head to try to give our hero a feeling of dread. But he took this chance. At the dragon he lunged, then into its head his sword he had plunged. Now he could go home, and the treasure would reign, for this mighty dragon had finally been slain. But he heard a small sound from the cave deeper down, and when he saw what it was, his glorious feelings did drown. It was a small baby dragon just crawling around. It had no hatred or flame or roaring sound. The warrior ashamed, he fell to one knee. A prayer to the heavens he began to decree. God or gods, however many you may be, I beg of you to hear my plea. I have saved no one, done no justice today. I have performed a great evil in this slay. This beast was only protecting its family. It was a danger to no one. I beg you, forgive me.